All right, it's Thursday Night Live. Welcome to Living in Jacksonville channel, the original one and only Living in Jacksonville channel here, where we talk about what's happening in Northeast Florida, the local happenings you don't always hear about, giving you a little bit of insight, not just real estate, but we have all kinds of subjects. And my name is Greg DeTulio. My co-host, Ms. Rachel, will be joining tonight. Hello,
Hi.
Ms. Rachel.
How are you?
Good. And we are talking, why are military families moving to Jacksonville? Well, it is no secret. And to all my military peeps out there, you know, I love you. I work with a lot of you trying to get back to Jacksonville. NAS Jax is in Northeast Florida, massive presence. I want to say there's at least 90,000 folks employed by the military here in Northeast Florida. So big military town. So massive respect for my peeps in the military. You know who you are, all of you that serve to make us free. We do not take that for granted. Thank you. So that's why we're honoring you tonight, because we're going to talk about why are a lot of the military folks moving here. And the reality is a lot of them are moving back, okay? Because we know that military lifestyle takes you all over the world. And a lot of people are from here, or they lived here at a time, and they're coming back. So that is not uncommon at all to hear. A lot of my Navy people are here, I think, because they're on ships a good periods of time. A lot of my daughter's friends' daddies are serving, and they're away sometimes for like 4 or 6 months on these ships. So massive sacrifice there for families or whatever. So kind of cool. That's what we're going to be chatting about tonight. This is an interactive show. So if you want to join us and let us know where you're watching from, then go ahead and leave a little comment there and tell us where you're watching from, because we want to know. We love to know. We are a relocation channel mostly, but we also love to hear from you locals as well. And so without further ado, Miss Rachel, what are we starting off with tonight?
Well, first, I'm going to share my screen, and I am going to just go over just real quick where the two bases are, the two main bases in town. So we've got NAS Jax over here, and then we have Naval Station Mayport over here. So two kind of really main bases in the area. This is kind of over by Clay County. It's got a hospital, Naval Hospital Jacksonville, where yours truly was born.
There you go. Yeah. True local right there.
That's right. My dad was Navy. He's retired Navy, and he is in the Mandarin area of Jacksonville. So he's one of those ones that boomeranged back to the Jacksonville area. Yeah. And he also spent some time serving over in Mayport as well. So Mayport, is also another big base in the area. So just giving a good sense, if you're not familiar with the area, then now you know.
Yeah. And I like to say also, it's quite impressive when you think about it, because a lot of these military folks that work, including your dad, they've probably been on a lot of places. And so it is awesome to hear that they're coming back, because that means there must be something about Northeast Florida that brings them back.
Yeah, I mean, Jacksonville's home. So
yeah.
And anytime my dad could get orders in Jacksonville, we were like, all right, we're coming back. So,
we're coming back. Yeah.
Yeah, we move away and come back. So
did you move around a lot?
Not actually as much as most military families do.
Okay.
So we got really lucky. So yeah, I don't know. So I always kind of hoped that we would have like one stint in Europe. We never got that, but that's okay.
Yeah, no, I am a little envious. Some of the folks that I know did end up in Europe for a good period of time, and some of them really, really enjoyed it and didn't want to come back, believe it or not, because they had the ability to travel around Europe while their husband was on duty, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, it's much easier to travel around Europe once you're over there. But
yeah, get on the train. We need that here.
Yeah. Well, this I thought was interesting news. The U.S. Navy accepts delivery of the final Freedom variant littoral combat ship, the USS Cleveland. It's being built in Wisconsin. And
oh, wow.
And it looks like this is the USS Cleveland. It's the 16th and final ship of its class, meaning this type of ship.
Yeah.
And it's gonna, once it's commissioned, okay, here we go. Following commissioning in Cleveland, Ohio in early 2026, LCS-31 will be home ported in Mayport, Florida. She will support forward presence, maritime security, sea control, and deterrence in key operational theaters. So
Cool.
I'm sure there's going to be a whole bunch of new sailors in the area. So welcome, sailors.
Yeah.
To the Mayport and Jacksonville area. You'll love it.
Yeah. We're ready to help you find a home.
Yeah, exactly. So
just had to plug that in there real quick.
I mean, it's what we're here for.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. And, I found another article and gives, another picture and a little bit of more stats.
I mean, how many people does it say? How many actually? It's a 388-foot warship.
Right.
That honors the city of Cleveland. It'll be commissioned early 2026. I'm wondering how many people are actually going to be working on that boat.
I'm not sure, but
Okay.
I mean, it's a 3,400 ton ship, so
yeah. Okay.
So it'll definitely hold a bunch of people, and we're excited to have a whole new group of people coming to town. So yay for that.
Awesome.
Yeah. Also, I found this cool article on Wallet Hub, the best and worst places for veterans to live in 2026. And Jacksonville makes one of the best.
Worst or best places to live?
Best.
Okay.
One of the best. We're number 18.
18. All right.
18.
Let's look at the top there. I'm kind of curious what they say for military. Austin, Texas. Okay. That's interesting.
I know. I was kind of surprised by that too. And then Tampa, Madison, Wisconsin, North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina.
Colorado Springs.
Actually a good amount of Florida hits the list. So we've got Orlando, St. Pete. It does say Miami, and then Jacksonville. San Diego's, of course, on the list too.
Ironic is that Tampa and Austin were probably the most hard hit real estate wise in the last couple of years. There's been massive corrections because they had major price rises and limited inventory in those areas. So they were definitely taking a hit in the last couple of years, trying to have a price correction because everybody was moving to Austin, Tampa, Florida. I'd probably say probably one of the biggest, fastest growing cities in Florida for sure.
Well, I'd be curious. I'm sure that has a big factor in why it ranked so well, because of course, the key indicators they're looking for is livability, affordability, veteran friendliness. And then this is also like they looked at how job friendly, I guess, is a way to put it. Like some of these areas where if it was easy to get a job in those areas for military veterans. But yeah, it's a very long list on this Wallet Hub, but I love to see
I didn't even realize Austin, Texas had such a big military presence, to be honest with you. I went to University of Texas. I am a Longhorn, and I was not even aware of that.
Apparently, military veterans. I mean, it is the capital, yes?
Austin, Texas. Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Maybe that's part of the draw. Who knows?
Who knows?
But yeah, so pretty cool. And in this area too, I also saw that Canines for Warriors opened a $5 million veterinary clinic for service dogs. So Canines for Warriors, if you're not familiar, they train service dogs for veterans suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, brain injury, and military traumas. And they recently opened a $5 million veterinary clinic at its Ponte Vedra Beach campus. So the 4,284 square foot veterinary clinic will accommodate diagnostic, surgical, and preventative care. Previously, dogs in training were taken to the local volunteer veterinarians, according to the nonprofit. But now it's you can provide comprehensive care for service dogs right where they live and train, directly impacting the veterans who are counting on them. So,
yeah, I mean, they have presence here in Nocatee. That's right. I mean, they have a campus right here in Nocatee. So I believe the land was donated by that park group, if I'm not mistaken, which is pretty cool. It makes me warm and fuzzy.
Right. So, right. It's pretty cool. That is just right here in the St. Johns County area. And, it's a big deal to put, a $5 million veterinary clinic. I mean, that's really,
heck yeah.
Putting your money where, you really, I feel like it shows that, your veterans really matter and you're really trying to do, one of the small things you can do taking care of their service dogs.
Yeah. Paisley changed my life. Just,
Oh, I know we just got
I
our
kn-
puppy, and he's, we've only had him a month, but he's awesome. He's a good boy.
yeah, they really become family. They're loving creatures. So I can see how this could be really effective for, uh, our veterans that are struggling with post-stress PSTD, I guess it's what called. So post-stress traumatic disorders. And hey, I think these dogs are really smart. I support another canine group that actually they raise money for um, bulletproof vests for their for police dogs, and it's interesting because I never thought, who pays for that kind of stuff. A lot of dogs save police officers by taking a hit, jumping in front of them, taking a bullet, and so the fact that this organization is actually putting a bulletproof vest on a dog, that's not cheap. So I thought it was a good cause, heard some really killer stories. And so that's one of the organizations that I support on an ongoing basis as well. So I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't know you
That
were
was
such a
because
dog guy.
Paisley came into my life, and I was like, all right, if I can save a dog's life, they're trained. There's so much money goes into training these police dogs and everything. It's
Yeah,
horrible to hear that they serve for so long and then they just take a bullet and that's the end of it. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
why shouldn't they be protected as well?
right, right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's great they're taking good care of these pets. So,
Yep.
also, I saw this headline. I thought it was kind of cool. Ludacris. Do you know who Ludacris is? Please say yes.
I'm not that. I'm old enough to know who Ludacris is. Yep.
Okay. Okay, cool. He is to headline the Players Championship Military Appreciation Concert in March. So if you like golf and you're a veteran, you can get hopefully free tickets to get in to watch some of the practice rounds of the Players Championship at TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach. And you could
March 10th.
see Ludacris as well perform. Which, if you're
Yeah.
not familiar, he's an Atlanta rapper, won 3 Grammys, performed at halftime of the Super Bowl. He's in the Fast and Furious movies, which I kind of forgot about that.
So did I.
So, I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot he was in those. But the show takes place on a stage set up on the 17th island hole with fans sitting on the lawn. The ceremony is scheduled to start around 4:30 p.m. and features a flyover from Florida Air National Guard's 125th Fighter Wing, based out of the National Guard base at Jacksonville International Airport. And of course, how you can get free tickets. The Players Championship, they'll offer free admission for Tuesday and Wednesday's practice round for active duty, reserve, National Guard members, along with one dependent. But the application process isn't open yet. I also love they give each ticket a $20 voucher that can be used to purchase food or non-alcoholic beverage.
Awesome. Yeah. That's the first time I ever been in like 7 years I lived here. Finally, we went last year just to the
You did
practice
it.
rounds. Yeah, we've never been before, and we went, and it was pretty impressive. It was fun. They do a good job setting that whole thing up. It's incredible. You forget you're in Ponte Vedra Beach going to the Players Club tournament.
I mean, I went to college around here, and I just remember it being an event that was, people would be like, "Oh, I've got tickets. Do you want to go?" And you could get free tickets. And nowadays, it's like, nope, those days are over. This is a hot ticket. People want
Yeah.
to go. And I'm not even really into golf, but I enjoy going just to
It
see.
was a beautiful day. They have all these sponsors setting up bars at every hole where you can sit and watch. I mean, that's a little bit extra VIP. We did that, and it's actually really a lot of fun. It's a cool experience to watch for sure.
Yeah. So even if you're not really into golf, it's a fun
Oh, a
event.
ton of people go. I mean, look, there's all those people that just go to people watch and get dressed and pretend like they golf.
Oh, and I found this too. The PGA Tour is going to introduce Iron and Wedge Steakhouse at the 2026 Players Championship this year. So
Hmm.
this is like the VIP ticket, the like fancy ticket.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have like exclusive food, and it's a luxury steakhouse. So
Oh, there you go.
if
All right.
you're looking for a much more upscale way to
Experience.
go to experience the TPC Sawgrass, I guess this
Yes,
would be the way to go.
that would be
Inside.
the one to go to. All right,
Yeah. So
cool.
it looks like, we always talk about food on this show, it seems like. So it's going to have USDA prime Angus beef and American Wagyu steaks, seared sea bass, lobster mac and cheese, truffle, Parmesan pommes frites, tuna tartare, and jumbo
Oh,
shrimp.
stop it. You're making me hungry again. I just ate. How can I eat more piggery?
I know. I feel like I do this to you every week. So,
I think that's awesome, though, going back to the fact that they're sponsoring where military families can go for free and get a $20 voucher. I think that's so awesome. That's really, truly recognizing our military. So that's awesome that they're doing that. Kudos to Players Club for getting that organized with whatever sponsors are helping out with that. That's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, they do all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah.
Also, I saw this. I thought this was interesting. In the Mayport area, there's a ferry. And there is a second one coming by 2028. So there's only one now. So if it goes out of commission, it's not so great. So now there's going to be a second time. For the first time in 30 years, the St. Johns River Ferry will get a companion thanks to a $15.6 million grant from the U.S. Department of Transportation. So,
Okay.
Have you ever taken the ferry?
Yeah. So I guess that's the one I took to when we were going to Amelia Island. Is that the same one?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I have. Long time ago, before I even lived here, we took it. And it was fun. It was a cool experience. Never actually done that before because you drive your car on it.
Right.
Yes.
So here, I'll show you this tab. So the ferry, it's just a quick little ride. But it makes it much easier if you're trying to get from Jack's Beach up to Amelia Island and you want to do the fun beachy scenic route. The Mayport ferry is definitely something to check out. So
yeah, it's a cool experience. I did it as a tourist. It was fun.
Drive your little car on there for sure.
Yeah. It's beautiful up there. Some of those islands have wild horses running around on them.
Yeah.
A lot of history.
And I also just want to talk about one random thing that just popped in my head, actually. So the Jacksonville Jaguars, they also do a lot of military appreciation stuff at their games. And really a lot of the sports teams in this area too. So if you are in this area and you're military, definitely always ask if there's a military discount, because I would bet that there is on any of those sports games and things. So
yeah,
definitely check that out.
As there should be.
Oh yeah. Also moving to a slightly different topic, St. Johns County expects to complete some major capital projects in 2026. So we're talking about $820 million in infrastructure work.
Yeah.
And there are now 120 capital projects that were recently completed or are currently progressing. During the presentation, they successfully completed 61 capital projects last year in 2025 and has 59 additional capital projects scheduled to either begin or reach completion in 2026. Altogether, that's $820 million in infrastructure projects. We're talking public safety, parks, libraries, roadway improvements, utilities, land acquisition, coastal resiliency, and technology.
I mean, it's exciting because I'm thinking about immediately the library that they're putting here in Nocatee and the sports fields and everything. The sports fields are really necessary. We're a soccer family and it's crazy how busy it gets. And then there's that other one I just saw when I was driving out of Silverleaf past Shearwater. That beautiful sports complex is coming up too. So we're fortunate to have the county really recognize the needs. And it's amazing to me how quickly they put these structures up.
It is really, really fast. Also, according to county administrator, she emphasized that the county's infrastructure strategy leverages a funding approach that includes grants, state and federal appropriations, developer contributions, impact fees, and debt proceeds. The goal is to reduce reliance on property taxes while addressing growth-related demands, which we've spent last week talking about, whether Florida could get rid of property taxes for real.
Yeah.
So it does seem that the counties are at least paying attention and trying to figure out, like, okay, how do we fund these things and get less reliant on those funds? Because
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword, right? Because the impact fees are actually passed on to the builders, and then the builders essentially bake it into the cost of housing. So the money has to come from somewhere, and we just had a major increase in impact fees. And, some of that should be absorbed by the builders if they have the profits to do so, but essentially it ends up coming back to us. So, it's going to be interesting to see how that pans out for sure. Where are we going to see the money come from? The goal and the hope is with the massive tourism and Disney and everything, the attraction here to Florida, the Keys, all these places, that they were hoping that tourism, would absorb some of those additional costs through sales tax and everything. But I'm not going to get into it tonight, but I think there's a lot of ingenuity going into this, more than any other state. And that's thanks to our governor. But I think that if something were to work, I know a lot of other states are going to follow suit.
right.
And it's incredible because St. Johns County has kept up with massive growth and infrastructure. They've really done an amazing job. I mean, it's not cheap to live here, but man, even when I live in South Florida, I never felt like we got half of what we get here for the money, So
Yes, I mean, it's a lot of new parks and things. We're going to try to share this tab. So I'm going to see if I can make this bigger, and you tell me if it looks good.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So the Shearwater Community Park and Library. So you were talking about that one. This is the latest update. I had to go through the county video to find all this information. The minutes, the agenda is not out yet.
Good stuff. Can you scroll up a little bit?
I don't know if I can. I had to.
Okay, don't worry about it. Never mind.
Okay. So, anyways, completion for Shearwater Community Park and Library. They're looking at late 2026, early 2027, and we're gonna see if I can play this without having major issues. I'm pushing through some of this. Yeah, I'm getting the circle of death here. Sometimes the county site doesn't really want to work for me, but
they need to work on their put some of that money towards better web page. Just kidding. Totally joking.
I mean,
it's amazing that you're saying 2026, 27.
Yeah,
because I just drove by there, and I mean, the land's being cleared and the infrastructure's in and everything. So it looks like they're probably going to start pouring foundations and everything. So that means they're going to build that quickly. I mean, it blows my mind.
Right. Well, and all right, I'm going to try to get out of this circle and see if I can make it work a different way. But with Davis Park, they're also replacing the football fields with turf fields.
Oh, wow.
And so that's one of the projects that's on the list. And with that whole Nocatee, the whole new park, that Northeast Community Park, I believe I saw 4 softball, baseball fields, and they're also going to put in some sort of football fields. And I believe they're doing turf on those as well.
Yeah.
And there's also going to be that new library in the Nocatee area. And it looked like on their timeline, everything was going to be complete by February next year. So February 2027 is what I believe I saw on the slide. So I can give better updates once they finally do release the minutes, the agenda.
Yeah.
I'll have better pictures and we'll go through it, and we won't have to do the scrolling wheel of death with this video. But I mean, if you're looking for a good time and you want to watch this video, you can go to the St. Johns County website, and you can dig through like the minutes and agendas, and you can.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great aspect it's literally right there off of, I want to say not 16 or 13 or 16. And it's really great for the Shearwater community. It's even pretty close to Newbrook in Silverleaf. So it's a great location. And I mean, families should be super pleased with that, because I had someone ask me yesterday or today, how's the sports in Northeast Florida? When I lived in South Florida was more snowbirds. It was more seasonal, more touristy. Here is more family oriented. So when people ask me about sports, I'm like, yeah, absolutely. We have a lot of sports here up in Northeast Florida. We're like family life on steroids. And so these parks are really essential and important because I can tell you from experience. I mean, we go all the way to Patton Park off JT Butler, and it's massively long drive. But I mean, it's incredible how many soccer fields we have and how many kids are out every single night. Same with here at Davis Park. There's just not enough room. So this is so necessary, and it's like again, you gotta say to the county kudos for so quickly getting these structures up, because I haven't seen much land movement in the Nocatee one, and they announced it too at the Nocatee meeting for realtors the last 1 year. Nocatee, they were like, "Oh yeah, it's supposed to be up in 2027." I go, "Really?
Yeah.
Okay."
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I mean, if I just go to their, featured projects page on the St. Johns County website, I mean, from roadways, a new annex building, the Field of Dreams, which is really cool. It's like for kids with disabilities. We've got fire stations. There's a new community center and library in Hastings, which this county is so big, you kind of forget Hastings is in St. Johns County.
yeah.
I mean, it's just, yeah, it's huge. We got new beach ramp improvements. Yeah, here you go. Shearwater, Silverleaf,
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
all the things. And I just always enjoy this photo shoot opportunity with the shovel.
Breaking ground.
I love it.
Yeah.
So that is some of the latest and greatest there. Also, there is a new salad shop coming to Nocatee, and fun fact, this is veteran owned. He's a Navy veteran.
Oh wow.
And, so it was slated to open this week, but I think it's actually going to be next week. So,
Cool.
but it's going to be awesome. I mean, I think this area, like soups and breads and salads, that kind of thing, this area was definitely gonna.
Great. So no more excuses to get piggery, going to M Shack, getting greasy burgers, fried chicken sandwiches, and a chocolate shake. I can actually go next door, a few doors down, and actually have a healthy salad. No excuses.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good though. Like,
Yeah, no, I'm excited about it because really I used to rely heavily when Publix was Fresh Market and they had that salad bar and everything. I don't know if they have the salad bar anymore, but we need a place like this in Nocatee. It's way overdue, so I'm super excited for it, and I'm glad to hear it's veteran owned. Awesome.
Yeah, so gonna be real soon. Also, just more updates from the county. The Walmart in the World Golf Village area officially has its permits. It's officially happening. And $18.7 million permit issued. It's on the way. So over in that World Golf Village area that is just absolutely booming with business, where the Walmart's, it's happening.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been on its way, but now I feel like once you have the permits really underway.
Yeah. You've got World Golf Village has now the Bass Pro Shop. They've got the Home Depot. They've got the Buc-ee's, and what else do they have over there? I mean, it's getting insane what they. Oh, Costco. Sorry, Costco.
Always forget Costco.
Yeah. Well, listen, folks, I stay the heck away from these places. Let's be honest. I work so much. That's my excuse that I'm like, sorry, I'm not walking down the aisles at Costco trying to figure out things that I don't need.
Also, Nothing Putt Fun project on US 1 received approval. It had hit a little speed bump and it was looking like maybe it might not go through, but it got the approval at this point. So
is this the one near Palencia?
It is.
Yeah. I think it's a great idea, actually. I think families need other things to do and things for kids to do as well. I think it's a cool idea.
Yeah, it's just, just another little piece of entertainment. There's so much I feel like for us to do just, if you're a beach day or like all the parks that we have, but it is fun to have a little putt.
Yeah, they opened up one a few years ago in a little one in downtown Amelia Island, and we love going to that little place and with the family, and we get really competitive, and I think they serve drinks at that one, have a cocktail, and just have a little lighthearted fun, fresh air. So I think that's great.
Yeah, this one says it would have food trucks, TVs, and a bar. So,
Yeah, there you go.
yeah.
So something for the kids to do and adults to hang out, families. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, so just another new little thing that's coming our way in St. Johns
Did
County.
they
So,
say when? I mean, or is that too far off
no, it's
even?
still
It
too
just
far
got
out.
approved.
Yes, yeah. So
Okay.
they had to do some zoning changes and all of that. So that's where they're at right now. So still very early on in the process.
Can you imagine we had one in Nocatee?
I mean, honestly, I'm going to be real. I think owning a putt-putt place is like honestly my dream job.
Yeah, Monica talked about it too, thinking it would be really a lot of fun, but I was like, how do we know until you do it?
Exactly. But I have to say though, like it doesn't count as a fun putt-putt place unless you have 80s music. I said it.
Okay, I don't know about that, but okay.
That's how I feel about it. I want to hear like, Whitney Houston and like,
Does Bon Jovi count too?
yes, I want to hear that.
Oh Lord, living on a prayer.
But, I mean, yes, I want to be putt-putting and living on prayer.
Oh, our poor kids will be like, "What on earth is this? Guns N' Roses?" Sorry.
I mean, my kids, I think, have been exposed to all my crazy for long
Yeah.
enough. They would not be surprised at all.
All right, that explains why they're so quiet. I'm just kidding.
Well, I don't really have a whole lot else for today. I mean, mostly it was just
Perfect. Well, we got a little informational in about for all my folks that always ask. I always say, hey, Jacksonville is a little different from the rest of the state of Florida. It's not as touristy. We are a big military town, lots of military families, and a lot of military employed in Jacksonville. Lots of government people. I mean, believe it or not, I've moved people here that work for the IRS. And by the way, they were super nice people, even though they work for the IRS. A lot of government agency folks work here, believe it or not. FBI, DOJ, lots. It's the weirdest thing because I've never seen that before. So we have a wide array of government jobs here in Jacksonville. So I'll tell you what, it's nice to give a little recognition to them. So we are Southern and we are military. So all my folks that think it's Southern in South Florida, no, it's not. It's very international here in Northeast Florida. It is Southern because we're on the Georgia-Alabama border. So yeah, I always tell folks we're a big military town, and we can put you in the places where you can be as close as you want or not too far away because we're spread out. So lots of opportunities there. I actually have 2 or 3 families that I've talked to recently that are coming into town to look at different areas to relocate here. So
awesome. Yeah.
Even my military retirees, because they're like, medical is amazing here with Mayo Baptist and all that. So
right. That, and I mean, really, it's nice you have the commissary nearby if you're wanting to go get your groceries for a little cheaper. It's just, I think it's a great town. For me personally, like I said, I grew up, my dad's Navy, he's retired Navy. And, we just kind of always bounced back into Jacksonville, and it gave me a cool glimpse into this town too, because every time we moved back, we're in a different area.
yeah,
We'd be, in Mandarin, and then we were in Julian and Creek Plantation, and then we lived in Ponte Vedra Beach, and just depending on where my dad was stationed and where that's just how far his commute he was willing to go. So
yeah, well, that's what it is these days. It's the commutes now because of the traffic. Definitely with the massive amount of people moving here, they're just trying to keep up with the infrastructure and the roads and everything. So, which again, I still think they're doing a good job despite what others say. Yeah. But all right, well, cool. I think that's short and sweet for tonight. We appreciate everybody that tuned in. If you're thinking about moving to the area, I would love to be your relocation resource of choice. It's never too early to begin that conversation. If you're thinking about upsizing, downsizing, or relocating the area, for all my military folks coming back into town, for all of you that I've talked to, amazing people. So I'm super excited to work with you. And if there's any others of you out there, we certainly Would love to help. You can text me, call me, email me, and put any comment. Put it. I will be pinned to the comments. But if you have any other comments, if you're watching this on recording, of anything else you want us to discuss or talk about on the show, please go ahead and put it in the comments. We are open to suggestions always. If there's something you're really curious about, a topic here in Northeast Florida and suburbs of Jacksonville, we will definitely do the research and give you the lowdown if we can. And we always appreciate your participation. Tuesday night will be a new video coming out. So if you haven't already, every Tuesday and Thursday, we have a video coming out on Tuesdays, and we're live every Thursday night. So if you haven't, make sure you subscribe this year. We've got a lot of amazing shows to keep you in the know of what's going on in town. So make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you on the next Thursday. Thank you, Ms. Rachel.